Hello, and welcome to Southport Congregational Church's Mission Partner interviews with representatives from each of our charities that we support here in the greater Bridgeport community. Today, we are here with Donna Romano, who is the Director of Communications for Bridgeport Rescue Mission. Good morning, Donna.
Good morning, Laura. Thank you for having me.
Thanks. It's great to have you here. So obviously Bridgeport Rescue Mission is a huge organization in the greater Bridgeport area that does great work for all types of populations there. So in case a viewer isn't familiar with it, do you want to tell a little bit about maybe how the mission came to be and what are some of the programs that you run there?
Certainly. So the mission has been in existence since 1993, and it was established to address the needs of the most vulnerable in our community. And I like to describe the work that we do as Matthew 25 work, where God commands us to help the poor and the needy. So basically, we demonstrate the love of God to the hungry, the homeless, and the addicted. 365 days a year. We have one of the largest food programs in the region, and we offer prepared meals in our dining room on Fairfield Avenue. We have 2 mobile kitchens that visit impoverished neighborhoods in both Bridgeport and South Norwalk, where we take prepared meals to those who can't come to our dining room. And sadly, many of the people who visit the mobile kitchen are children. More than 60% are children, and sometimes they come alone. They've come to rely on the mission being one day a week. They know the day of the week, they know the time that the mobile kitchen visits their neighborhood, and they have come to rely on the mobile kitchen for their meal. We also have a food pantry where we provide free groceries to individuals and families who are struggling and are food insecure. We provide not only staple items, but fresh produce. And that is a really critical piece of our food pantry, because as you know, fresh produce can be expensive. And oftentimes, if you're on a very tight budget, you can't afford fresh produce. We also offer emergency shelter for men, women, and mothers with children. And we have an addiction recovery program for both men and women who are trying to make lasting life change and are battling addiction.
So with all those programs, how do you get your funding for the most part?
Well, we do not receive any city, state, or federal funding. So we rely completely on God to bring individuals, businesses, church partners, congregations of all kinds in the area to come alongside us and support the work that we do. Those donations are critical. So we really put our faith in God, that God is going to bring people of faith and people also who are not of faith, but who have a heart for those who are suffering and in need of help.
If someone who's watching wants to get involved, what are some of the ways that they could help you out in your mission that you do?
Well, you can go online to bridgeportrescuemission.org. We have a bright orange button that says volunteer. So you can click that button and see the volunteer options. We have people come and help us serve a meal in our dining room. You could organize a food collection with a group of friends or colleagues and bring that to the mission. We always need winter coats. And I know Southport Congregational Church has really participated for many years in our Great Thanksgiving Project.
We didn't even talk about that, Donna.
No.
Go ahead and tell a little bit about what the Great Thanksgiving Project is.
So the Great Thanksgiving Project is an event that we have had, I believe, since 2008, when we decided to address the need in the community when we became aware that people needed a turkey, that there were families who were not going to have a turkey and fixings for Thanksgiving. So that very first year, that was before I joined the mission, they gave out about 100 turkeys. Mm-hmm. And since then, this event has grown in size to last year, we provided more than 3,700 turkeys and bags of fixings to people in the community in need. We did the majority of that distribution at Webster Bank Arena in Bridgeport. We did a group down in, sorry about that. Do I need to start again?
Yeah, that's fine. To start with, we did a group. Yeah.
Okay. And in Norwalk, we distributed about 500 turkeys to members of that community. And then we also distributed in bulk to several housing communities in the Bridgeport area. So it has really grown in scope. And in addition to distributing turkeys and bags of fixings, we also offer members of the families of those people who were helping the opportunity to get a winter coat.
And again, I think that's where your program is different from so many, because having been a volunteer there for when you're giving out coats, it's not just, oh, here's a coat. You actually have personal shoppers assigned to each family, which I love. It's one of my favorite parts of the holiday season. So as a personal shopper, I get to greet the family, find out who's in the family, the age and genders of the coats that they might need, and then lead them around as they get to pick out their own coats. And I know Southport Congregational, we give new coats. You have so many used coats as well, so that I imagine everybody ends up with a coat at the end of the Great Thanksgiving giveaway.
Well, believe it or not, we still run out of coats.
Really?
Always need coats for children, and we need large coats for men. But we are so grateful to the partnership with Southport Congregational Church through the years. It's been several years now where you have collected funds and you have purchased those coats, brought those coats with you on the day that you serve with us, and helped us to make sure that those coats get into the hands of families in need. And I would agree with you. I think one of the most pieces of the Great Thanksgiving Project is the piece where we are able to provide people with coats.
Yeah, because there's a lot more to that program as well, right? So they get a coat, they get the food. They have, oftentimes there's a company is giving away free socks or such. There's always an opportunity to receive a personal prayer before you leave. And all of it is it's just a fabulous event. And as the minister of Southport Congregational Church, we are just so thrilled to be partners with you in all the great, loving God work that you do out there. And it's a pleasure to see such a successful organization doing things with such great honor and dignity for our underserved people. So it's always a pleasure.
Well, I'd like to thank you and your congregation for partnering with us through the years. We could not do all that we do without your help. And you have helped in so many ways. You've come in and served meals in our dining room. You have brought prepared meals to the women in our guest house. Some of your congregants have helped and taught Bible studies. And I think the way that you have participated in the most significant way is at the Great Thanksgiving Project by donating your resources, procuring the coats, bringing those coats to us, and then staying with us and helping us to help those families in need by being personal shoppers, as you've just described, and helping us to distribute those coats and those turkeys. So it's we who are grateful to you.
Well, thank you. And thank you for taking this time to talk with us.
Well, I so appreciate this opportunity. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks for joining us for the Southport Congregational Church Mission Partner Interview with Donna Romano. To find out more about Bridgeport Rescue Mission and its commitment to the underserved people of Bridgeport and South Norwalk, follow the link below. And to find out more about Southport Congregational Church, our missions and programs, and to join us live for Sunday worship, click our link below. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much.